Francisco 49ers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
He needs a mic. Watch the pass. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
5.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line. Here we go. Set. 30 base. I'm coming. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch QB drop. 6-6. Bullet high. Fresno. Hey, Delta. There we go, Mike 20.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful when you have that much pressure.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
No gain on this defense.
Move.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
It's defense.
Lock now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys, bring it up. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
The Niners have first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Smith in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Wizards nothing.
Ready, set, fair.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Watch that. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Vaughn. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Strong right. 3 down. Watch number 5. Shoot.
They go play action here on first down.
Watch the screen.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Slam.
They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Locke. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mike, 20. Watch the backer.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All day, baby. All day.
Set. 30 base.
Come on, now. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3.
Hard.
He'll look to throw.
Check hot route.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coach.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 46 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Going the other way.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Who that?
49, check 40. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett.
Sack, baby.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Eight, read.
Too little, cupcake.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 61, matchbox lights.
26.
Look at me. Door.
Hatchet. Wide.
You're out.
Get wide.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, lock it.
Deuce.
Check 50.
They'll set up to throw.
He's coming. We got double up.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know you feel it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Yo, go.
Mike 5-5.
Go.
55. Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up in an offset eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Locke to throw. Steps away to his left. Going for, and that's caught inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0.
Makes the score Niners 28, Wizards nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Ready. You ain't doing nothing today.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
10 Lobo.
Safe.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Chopper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Keep doing it.
A great effort there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike Blue Draw Corkers.
Focus, defense, focus. Shift.
Ready.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
To throw it is Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 30 base.
I'm coming.
Shoot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try the left side. It's Vaughn. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
A 3rd down gain of 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'll be right. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 20. I don't even know why.
Throwing now is Locke. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 4. Jam him.
Hard.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Rocket. Go.
Block now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to go up top, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. One after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
We got 3. We got 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
60 outlaw.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Ready, go.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, D. Long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. Run,
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Oh, yeah.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Ready, hand over.
Check 55, Mike.
Today's